Equation from a table. First thing I want you to remember is that when you have linear equations, there are two basic formats that you will always start with, and that is y equals mx plus b, which is slope-intercept form, and y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1, which is point slope form. And the way you decide which form to use is based on what information you have. If you have a slope and a y-intercept, you use slope-intercept form. If you only have like a point or 2 points or a slope, then you use point-slope form. I have this graph, and I noticed that that I have a value for y when x is 0. And remember, the y-intercept is when x is 0. Okay, well, that means I have a y-intercept. So I would use the slope-intercept form to write an equation of this table, because you keep the y. Remember, the x and the y are the x and the y points. I don't know the m yet, but I do know that b is 15 because it told me, hey, when x is 0, y is 15. That's the y-intercept. So in order to find the slope, I'm going to use my slope formula where I subtract my y's and subtract my x's. I'm going to say 19 minus 15 over 2 minus 0. Gives me 4 over 2, which equals 2. Now, if I put 19 first here, then I have to put 2 first here. Okay? Alright, so now I know my slope is 2. And that's my equation. But let's say this beautiful line isn't there. That the table they gave me were these 2 points. Then I don't have a slope-intercept form. It would be easier for me to use point-slope form. So I'm going to move in. I'm going to say, okay, well, what is my slope? Well, I'm going to subtract my y, so 27 minus 19, and subtract my x's, 6 minus 2. That'll give me 8. Okay, I said 6 minus 2. That would give me 8 over 4, which also equals 2. And that makes sense because it was linear, and I knew that that was 2, so everything should have been 2. Now I have 2 as my slope. Now I'm going to take a point. I'm just going to pick the two small numbers, the 219, excuse me. And where it says x, I'm going to put, x sub 1, I'm going to put the 2. So this 2 goes for x sub 1. And then the 19, I'm going to put for the y sub 1. All right, I could stop there, but if I wanted in slope-intercept form, I would simply distribute. Add 19 because I'm solving for y. 2x plus 15. And look, same equation, so I know I did it right.